very good evening to class 11 boys. I hope you are safe and secure. Now, today we will discuss the subsidy books. We learned about the single column cash book, we learned about the double column cash book, even we learned about the triple column cash book, or we in simple language we call it the cash book with bank and discount column. And after that we have learned about the petty cash book also. So here, apart from the cash book, there are certain other books are there which plays a very important role. So we known as subsidy books. The subsidy books is also known as the special purpose book. Now what are these? We will discuss this right now only. But until then, what is the meaning of special purpose book? They are the subdivision of journal in which specific transactions of similar nature are recorded. Now, you know that when we purchase goods on cash or when we purchase any assets, we prepare different, we record in cash books. Okay, but there are certain transactions are there which we cannot record in cash book. For example, if you purchase goods on credit, now this transaction you cannot record in cash book क्योंकि अभी तो आपने cash इसमें आया ही नहीं है. Okay, when the cash will receive, then only you can record in cash book. So there are certain transactions are there which are not recorded in cash book. So they are recorded in some other books. So that type of books are called the special purpose book. Now what is the special purpose books? How it work? Basically, if you talk about the special purpose book, there are of 5 types. When we consider the special purpose book, there are generally of 5 types. Okay. Now बहुत ध्यान से सुनना, it's a very simple topic, बहुत easy है. When we talk about the special purpose book, there are 5 types. The first one is purchase book. The first one is purchase book. Second one is sales book. Good. I hope many of you understand now. Third one is purchase return. We will discuss one by one. Next is sales return. And the fifth one is journal proper. We call it journal proper. So these are the 5 types of subsidy books. Okay, now we will discuss each and everything one by one. If you understand the purchase book, you can able to understand each and everything. So learn, see the concept behind and learn very effectively so that you can able to understand each and every transaction. I told you it's a very simple thing. To make the accounts of all the special purpose books is very easy. Now, what is purchase book? You know that in business, हम business में कभी-कभी we purchase goods. हम goods purchase करते हैं, and if we purchase goods on cash, we record this transaction in cash book. Is it clear now? When we purchase goods, we record this transaction in cash book. There are some other books here. Suppose we purchase non-current assets. Non-current assets. हमने बिल्डिंग परचेज की, हमने मशीनरी परचेज की. Now you know that these are non-current assets. Now goods means when we purchase goods, goods means जिसमें हम डील करते हैं. Now if you are dealing in furniture, that's a goods for us. If you are dealing in mobile phones, that's a goods for us. Okay, if you are dealing in shirts or cotton garments, it's a goods for us. तो you need to be specific. हम जिस चीज़ में डील करते हैं, जिस चीज़ का हमारा बिजनेस है, जिसको हम नॉर्मली फ्रीक्वेंटली परचेज करते हैं, सेल करते हैं, these are goods for us. Suppose you have a mobile shop, तो मोबाइल की जितनी भी इक्विपमेंट्स हैं, they are goods for you. When you purchase mobile, because you purchase mobile not for yourself, you purchase mobile for resale it. आप goods को बार-बार बेचते हो. Similarly, if you are making furniture from wood, so these are goods for you. The wood is a raw material for you, and you make furniture. That's a finished goods. Okay, but when we purchase goods, we purchase non-current assets, we purchase building, we purchase machinery. These are the purchases which occur in business. They're all recorded. If you purchase goods on cash, if you purchase building on cash, if you purchase machinery on cash, they're all recorded under cash book. Is that clear? हम सारी ट्रांजेक्शन को कहाँ रिकॉर्ड करते हैं? We record in cash book. Okay, that means that purchases are basically of 2 types. One is cash purchases, and second is cash sales. Okay, हमने goods purchase, cash purchase किया. Okay, और say we do sale part or we do credit purchase. हम generally purchase, we do the purchase basically of 2 types. Purchase जो होती है basically divided in two parts. One is cash purchase and one is credit purchase. हमने माल कैश में खरीदा, हमने गुड्स को कैश में खरीदा, हमने गुड्स को उधार में खरीदा. Now all the cash purchase entry, जो भी हमने कैश परचेज किया, it recorded under cash book. हमने जो भी कैश परचेज किया, it recorded under cash book. Is there? We purchase goods on cash, it recorded in the cash book. But if we credit purchase of goods, हमने credit purchase किया goods को, हमने उधार में खरीदा goods को. Okay, then we say credit purchases. This term is known as credit purchases. So please remember this term. This is an important part. When we purchase goods on credit, okay, in purchase book record only those transactions which are related to goods in nature. Okay, it means that हम परचेज में सिर्फ वही एंट्री रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, ठीक है, जिसको हम परचेज करते हैं फॉर रीसेल, ठीक है, जिसका हमारा बिजनेस है. दैट्स गुड. एंड बिकॉज यू नो दैट कैश परचेज इज ऑलरेडी इंक्लूडिंग कैश परचेज. ओके, ये ऑलरेडी कैश बुक में आ चुका है, तो इट विल नॉट रिकॉर्ड इन परचेज बुक. परचेज बुक में ओनली दोज ट्रांजेक्शन रिकॉर्डेड विच आर क्रेडिट इन नेचर, जो हमने उधार में खरीदा है. ओनली दोज ट्रांजेक्शन आर रिकॉर्डेड इन परचेज बुक which we purchase on credit. That means that if we purchase goods on credit, so this transaction will be recorded in purchase book. Because the reason behind, because इसको cash book में जगह तो नहीं मिली है, because we purchase goods on credit, हमने goods को उधार में खरीदा है. The entry which purchase goods on credit will be recorded in purchase book. If we purchase non-current asset, or in credit also, but this will not be entertained in purchase book. The reason behind, परचेज बुक मीन्स जिसमें हम डील करते हैं. नाउ इफ यू परचेज नॉन करंट एसेट, हमने कोई भी नॉन करंट एसेट परचेज की, ओके, नाउ दिस में एंटरटेन इन नॉन करंट अकाउंट. जो भी हमने सपोज भी परचेज बिल्डिंग, तो आप उसकी एंट्री क्या करते थे, बिल्डिंग अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश और बिल्डिंग अकाउंट डेबिट टू क्रेडिट. यू राइट द नेम ऑफ द क्रेडिटर. ओके, व्हेन वी परचेज बिल्डिंग, तो मीन्स दिस एंट्री विल रिकॉर्ड इन बिल्डिंग अकाउंट और वी से डायरेक्टली इन जनरल प्रॉपर. वी विल डिस्कस जनरल प्रॉपर आफ्टर दैट. द फर्स्ट थिंग इज purchase book में we record only those transactions which are related to, so please understand this term, which are related to purchase of goods on credit. Only purchase of goods on credit, जो आपने goods purchase किए हैं उधार में. Means that जिस चीज का आपका business है, ठीक है, जो आपके goods है, suppose you are dealing in mobile phones, तो mobile is a goods, and if you purchase mobile phones on credit, this type of entry will be recorded in purchase book. So it means that no cash transaction will be entertained, no cash transactions will be entertained in purchase book. Even no non-current asset you purchase, non-current asset you purchase will be entertained. In cash book. Now what it means? Purchase book simply means the goods you purchase on credit. जो आपने goods purchase किए हैं credit में. Now these things will recorded in purchase book. Now why? What is the significance? What is the use of? With the help of this thing, it's become easier for the accountant to understand. Because the narration part, if you do the journal entry, narration could not define everything. You purchase goods, you write purchase account liable to cash. हमने goods purchase किया cash में. Okay, so this entry will be recorded in cash book. अभी हुई नहीं है, करना है. Similarly, we purchase goods on credit. तो ये परचेज हमने उधार में किया है. हम वी राइट रेशन बीइंग गुड परचेज ऑन क्रेडिट, लेकिन अभी तक हमने इसको उसके लेजर में पोस्ट नहीं किया है. तो जब तक हम इसको लेजर्स नहीं आते, हम स्पेशल पर्पस बुक नहीं बना दे, तब तक वो एंट्री वहाँ पर ट्रांसफर नहीं हुई है. वी ओनली पास जनरल एंट्री गिव द ओनली द ब्रीफ इंफॉर्मेशन कि हमने गुड्स किससे परचेज किया है, कहाँ से परचेज किया है, कितने का परचेज किया है. बट स्पेशल पर्पस बुक गिव अस ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन. व्हाट इज द वाउचर नंबर, हमने किस दिन परचेज किया है, अपार्ट फ्रॉम, ठीक है, हमने कितना पैसा अभी पे किया, कितना पैसा पे करना बाकी है. तो परचेज बुक गिव ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन रिगार्डिंग द परचेसिंग. तो सिमिलरली आई होप इट्स क्लियर व्हाट इज द परचेज बुक. इन परचेज बुक वी रिकॉर्ड द ट्रांजैक्शन व्हिच आर गुड्स इन नेचर, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस व्हिच द थिंग व्हिच वी परचेज ऑन क्रेडिट, जो हमने गुड्स उधार में परचेज किए हैं, जिसके पैसे हमने अभी नहीं दिए. No cash transaction will be entertained in purchase book. No non-current asset जो आपने purchase किया है, either you purchase non-current asset on credit, because this entry will not be recorded in purchase book. Purchase book simply means the goods you purchase for selling purposes. Okay, जिसमें आपका business है. After moving to purchase book, the second thing is sales book. Same thing, which are recorded credit sale. When we talk about the credit sales book, it recorded credit sale, the thing which is sold in credit. Again, whenever you make any special purpose book, no cash transaction will be entertained. यहाँ पर कहीं भी cash transaction entertain नहीं होंगी. We say credit sale, हमने goods बेचे, तो we record only the credit sale. In purchase book we record purchase of goods on credit. In sales book we record goods sold on credit. We simply write goods sold on credit. Okay, no cash transaction will be entertained. Even if you sold goods, if you sell non-current asset, it will not be entertained. तो मीन्स सेल्स बुक सिंपली मीन्स द गुड्स वी सोल्ड, जो गुड्स हमने मार्केट में बेचे हैं, ओके, ऑन क्रेडिट. इज इट क्लियर? तो सिंपली व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द स्पेशल पर्पस बुक, प्लीज बी रिमेंबर दिस थिंग. We purchase book, sales book, purchase and sales book, they recorded only the non-cash transactions. Okay, it means that they will record the credit transactions. जो transaction हमने credit में किए हैं. Okay, they will record only the items in which you are dealing, जो आपके लिए goods हैं. They will not record it the non-current assets. हम इसमें assets को record नहीं करते. Either we purchase, either we sold, because the reason behind this thing, purchase sale book give the information about what type of goods we purchase and what we are selling out. In credit, हमने कितने goods purchase किए और कितने goods बेचे हैं on credit. I hope it's clear. The purchase book and sale book are same. They both recorded only the credit transactions. No cash transaction will be entertained. Okay, apart from non-cash transaction, if you purchase any non-current asset, it won't be come in purchase and sales book. ओके, सेल बिल मीन्स कितने गुड बेचे, परचेज मीन्स कितने गुड्स हमने परचेज किए क्रेडिट में. इज इट क्लियर नाउ? आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द परचेज सेल बुक, मीनिंग ऑफ दिस थिंग. नेक्स्ट कम्स परचेज रिटर्न. नाउ द आइटम यू परचेज, जो गुड्स आपने परचेज किए थे, आपने कितने गुड्स वापस कर दिए, रिटर्न कर दिए. तो परचेज रिटर्न इज आल्सो नोन एज रिटर्न आउटवर्ड. द गुड्स, आपने जो गुड्स परचेज किए थे, आउट ऑफ सम गुड्स, ठीक है, विच यू डोंट लाइक, विच यू डोंट फील, ठीक है, एज पर योर एक्सपेक्टेशंस, उसमें कुछ गुड्स डिफेक्टिव थे, वो कितने गुड्स आपने वापस कर दिए, ठीक है, अपने क्रेडिटर को. द गुड्स यू परचेज ऑन क्रेडिट, आउट ऑफ विच हाउ मेनी गुड्स यू सेंड इट बैक, कितने गुड्स आपने वापस कर दिए. इसका मतलब परचेज रिटर्न. तो परचेज रिटर्न सिंपली मीन्स द गुड्स, ठीक है, यू रिटर्न टू क्रेडिटर, आपने कितने गुड्स वापस कर दिए अपने क्रेडिटर्स को. ओके, जिनसे आपने गुड्स परचेज किया था, आउट ऑफ सम गुड्स विच यू डोंट लाइक, जो आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशन के हिसाब से नहीं थे, और मे बी देयर सम, इफ यू फाइंड सम गुड्स आर डिफेक्टिव और विच इज नॉट एज पर द ऑर्डर विच यू, ठीक है, विच यू सेंड, ओके, जो आपने मंगाए थे उसके हिसाब से नहीं है, यू सेंड इट बैक, दैट्स कॉल्ड परचेज रिटर्न. द अदर नेम ऑफ परचेज रिटर्न इज रिटर्न आउटवर्ड. ओके, अगेन we purchase return those transactions which we purchase on credit basis. Now sales return. Now saying you sold goods to other person, it's called return outward. Purchase return is also called return outward. Okay, and the sales return. Now sales return means, simply say, if we talk about the sales return, the goods you sold, आपने जो goods बाहर बेचे थे, and out of that goods, how much the goods, the debtor found defective. डेटर्स ने कितने गुड्स को फाइंड किया कि दिस गुड्स आर नॉट एज पर द एक्सपेक्टेशंस, ओके, और जो गुड्स उसने वापस कर दिया आपको, दैट्स टाइम इज कॉल्ड सेल्स रिटर्न. द अदर नेम ऑफ सेल्स इज रिटर्न इनवर्ड. ओके, रिटर्न इनवर्ड. आई होप इट्स क्लियर. ओके, these are the special purpose book. Next is general purpose. Now what are general purpose? General purpose recorded those transactions which are not recorded in purchase, sales, purchase and sales return. जिन जनरल पर्पस में वो सारी ट्रांजेक्शन रिकॉर्ड होती हैं जिनको परचेज बुक, सेल्स बुक, परचेज रिटर्न, सेल्स रिटर्न में जगह नहीं मिलती. फॉर एग्जांपल, यू परचेज नॉन करंट एसेट, आपने मशीनरी परचेज की, यू परचेज मशीनरी, इट विल बी नॉट बी रिकॉर्डेड इन परचेज बुक. ओके, बिकॉज ये मशीनरी इज नॉट अ गुड फॉर यू. तो आपने जो मशीनरी परचेज की कैश में या मशीनरी बेची, दिस एंट्री कुड नॉट बी रिकॉर्ड आइदर इन परचेज बुक, आइदर इन सेल्स बुक. दैट ट्रांजेक्शन विल बी रिकॉर्डेड इन जनरल पर्पस. So what is simple meaning of general purpose? General purpose record those transactions which could not get the place, the transactions which are not recorded in purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return. These type of transactions were recorded in general purpose. The transactions which are not get this place, जो transaction purchase book, sales book, purchase return और sales return में record नहीं हुई हैं, वो कहाँ transfer होती हैं? General proper में. I hope it's clear. What is the meaning of the special purpose book? There are 5 types of books are there: purchase, sales, purchase return, sales return, and general purpose. Now, key points are there in when we understand the special purpose book. The first thing is they record those transactions which are credit in nature. जो आपने नॉन कैश ट्रांजेक्शन को रिकॉर्ड इन दैट एंड द आइटम आर रिलेटेड टू योर गुड्स. वो आइटम सारी जो आपकी गुड्स से रिलेटेड करती हैं, ठीक है, इन विच द बिजनेस इज डीलिंग, इनमें जिनमें आप एज अ बिजनेसमैन डील करते हैं. इज दैट क्लियर? नाउ फर्स्ट थिंग विल टेक द परचेज बुक. हम एक परचेज बुक का क्वेश्चन करेंगे so that you can able to understand what is the purchase book. So purchase book, this type of special purpose book is also called the books of original entry. So we are doing the purchase book. These books are the books of original entry also. So suppose somebody asks you what is the books of original entry, so simple say the special purpose books are the books of original entry. The first thing is purchase book. Purchase book. Now purchase book is a book of original entry. Is a book of original entry. Okay, in which only credit purchase of goods are recorded. I hope it's clear to you. In which only credit purchase of goods are recorded. Credit purchase of goods are recorded. I hope this point is clear to everyone. Only the credit purchase of goods are recorded. Okay, because cash purchase of goods are recorded in cash book. जो हमने goods cash में purchase किए, they are already entered in cash book. वो तो already cash book में आ चुके हैं. Is that clear? Now, so it is a purchase book. I am giving a small question so that you can able to understand how we purchase, how we make the special purpose book. The first, I am taking the question of purchase book. So note down with me. Make a heading, question regarding purchase book. Okay, the question says that suppose enter the following transaction in the purchase book. Enter the following transaction. I am writing question over here to enter the following transactions in the books of Messrs. The name is given in the question, Khanna Garments. Okay, as he mentioned this thing, they are dealing in garments. It means all the things which are related to clothes are covered under garments. So apart from clothes, if they are purchasing any machinery or they are purchasing any building, it won't be entertained in it, because only the goods transaction, the transaction which we purchase on credit basis, and the transactions which are related to our goods can be entertained in purchase book. So first thing is you understand that Mr. Khanna, we are making the purchase book of Mr. Khanna Garments. Okay, the first thing is they mention here September 5th, 2014. The transaction is given. Purchase from Mr. Khanna, the goods purchase किए, purchase from Gupta Brothers. It's mentioned with it. Purchase from Gupta Brothers as per invoice number. As per, now here invoice number plays an important role because the proof. Invoice number एक proof होता है जो बताता है कि आपने किस transaction किससे purchase की थी. Invoice number 171 is mentioned in the question. They say that 120 white shirts. 120 white shirts. Okay, at the rate of 95 each. Oh, here the shirts is slightly cheaper. 120 white shirts at the rate of 95 each. Oh, it's given the question only. So not be worry about this thing. You are getting the shirts at the rate of 95 each. Okay, it's a question only. So you purchase 120 white shirts at the rate of 95 each. Here mentioned purchase good from Gupta Brothers. Whenever name is given, it means that it's a credit transaction. If it mentioned purchase good from Gupta Brothers on cash, then this transaction won't be entertained in the purchase book because it's already entertained. It's already comes under cash book. The first thing is here. Next thing, 60 school tie. 60 school tie. Okay, at the rate of 40 each, you purchase 60 school tie at the rate of 40 each. Next thing is September 19. This is it. Purchase a computer for office use. Purchase a computer for office use. आपने कंप्यूटर परचेज किया है for office use. Now be sure you're purchasing a non-current asset. Okay. cost rupees 30,000. Okay, as per invoice number 207 on credit. Here the name is given on credit. It means they purchased from Messrs. Hari Brothers. Okay, now you purchase a computer. Please mention this thing. When you purchase a computer, I told you before also, because when we purchase any non-current assets, it won't be entertained in purchase book. Okay, so I mean that यहाँ पर star लगा दिए because this entry won't be recorded in purchase book because you purchase a computer. September 20, in mention again, purchase from Jain Brothers. Purchase from Jain Brothers. You purchase from Jain Brothers as per invoice number 180. As per invoice number 180. Okay, mention 70 pairs of stock. 70 pair of, as per 70 pair of socks. You purchase 70 pairs of socks at the rate of 18 each, and 90 you purchase 90 skirts at the rate of 130 each. I hope this thing is clear. Next thing is, it mentioned here, okay, September 22nd. Okay, September 22nd, they say that purchase from Verma and Company. Purchase from Verma and Company. You purchase from Verma and Company as per invoice number 261. As per invoice number 261. 65 t-shirts. Here the space is less. I hope you can able to see. 65 t-shirts at the rate of 115 each. Rupees 115 each. I hope you can see this thing. You purchase 65 t-shirts at the rate of 115 each. Okay. Next thing is 80 trousers at the rate of 180 each. 80 trousers at the rate of 180 each. Now one more transition here. I need to rub this so that I hope you do down the question. It's in September 22nd only. I'm rubbing this thing. Okay. They mention one more thing. 80 trousers at the rate of 180 each. Less. He mentioned less. Trade discount 20%. Here they mention trade discount 20%. They give a trade discount to 20%. Okay, sorry, one more thing. यहाँ पर भी trade discount था less. Trade here discount. Trade discount 10%. 10% here. Trade discount word is here on September 20 also. Trade discount is a trade discount 10%. I hope you're able to clear it. You can able to see it. यहाँ पर जो portion है here trade discount is here trade discount is 10% and here the trade discount is 20%. I hope you understand the question. Okay, now if you cannot, I'll just rub this and to write the question again so that you can able to understand it. Here on September 20 it say that less 10% trade discount. Okay, and next is mentioned here on September 22nd. This is that purchase from Verma. I'm writing the question again. Those who write it, no need to write it again because I'm writing the question again. purchased from Verma Traders or say Verma and company as per invoice number 261. Guys, please understand it. Don't be confused. I'm writing the question again, only that part. I'm writing September 22nd again because I forgot to write 10% trade discount here. So that's why, because no space over here. So I'm writing September 22nd again. Those who note down, no need to write again. Just check whether you record all the transactions or not. September 22nd, purchase from Verma and company as per invoice number 261. You purchase 65 t-shirts. It's at the rate of 115 each, 115 each. And next is 80 trousers at the rate of 180 each, 180 each. Okay, and here mentioned less trade discount 20%, trade discount 20%. So here we complete the question. Now how we make the account, हम इसको अकाउंट कैसे बनाएंगे? तो आई होप यू ऑल नोटेड ऑन द क्वेश्चन. Perfect. Okay, now how we draw the account? First, understand the format so that it becomes easier for you. First, understand the concept first, then the account, how we make the account, what are different contents which are used in it. The first thing is when we write the name in which book you are making. So you are जिसकी भी आप बुक बना रहे हैं, tell think that you are making of. Here is the mention of the question is books of Messrs. Khanna Garments. So think that you are Khanna Garments in the books of Messrs. Khanna Garments. We write the name of the person जिसकी बुक में हम बना रहे हैं. You write in the books of Mr. Khanna Garments, obviously Messrs. Khanna Garments. We write date. We write date over here. Next thing is invoice number, which plays an important role. We write invoice number. And we notice that the invoice number is given every part. Okay. Then we write name of the supplier from whom we purchase the goods. Name of the supplier. Okay. Then we write ledger folio from which ledgers it will be transferred. Then we write details. LF, here we write details and total amount. Total amount. Now this is a format. The first thing is you understand that date, invoice number, name of the supplier, ledger folio, details, total amount. Now I told you only the credit transactions which are related to goods can be recorded over here. The credit transactions which are related to goods. Okay, the first thing is on September 5, 2014. September 5, 2014. The first invoice number we purchased from Gupta Brothers is mentioned invoice number 171. So we write here invoice number 171. Okay, and we mention from Gupta Brothers because we are making purchase book. So no need to write purchase from Gupta Brothers because we are making the purchase book. Here we write purchase book. यहाँ आपको लिखना पड़ेगा here purchase book. Purchase book. Okay. You have to write here purchase book. We write first in Gupta Brothers. You purchase from Gupta Brothers. Now what do you purchase? You write to detail over here. आपने क्या purchase किया? So first thing is you purchase 120 white shirts. You purchase 120 white shirts at the rate of 95 each. 95. Okay, means one shirt is of 95. It means total amount you pay is 11,400. 120 white shirt multiplied by 95. You purchase 120 white shirt. The cost of one white shirt 95. तो 120 shirts की कीमत कितनी आ रही है? Is coming 11,400. I hope it's clear. Okay, next you purchase 60 school tie. 60 school tie. आपने 60 स्कूल टाई परचेज की थी which is 40 rupees each. तो 60 multiplied 40 is 2400. You write 2400 here. I hope it's clear. Okay. Now total it. How much you purchase from देयर नो ट्रेड डिस्काउंट अंडर गुप्ता ब्रदर्स। तो आपने टोटल कितने का गुड्स परचेज किया? यू परचेज 13,800 टोटल फ्रॉम गुप्ता ब्रदर्स। इट मींस आपने गुप्ता ब्रदर्स को अभी 13,800 पे करना है, जो आपने भी पे नहीं किया। दैट्स व्हाई इन मेंशन ऑन द परचेज बुक। आई होप इट्स क्लियर, सिंपल है, यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट। आपने गुप्ता ब्रदर्स से कितना परचेज किया? वी परचेज garments which worth rupees 3,800 and the details are you purchase 120 white shirts. The cost of one white shirt is 95. So you have to pay 11,400. You purchase 60 school tie which 40 rupees. Total is 2,400. Next thing is on September 20th. Okay, because on September 19th we purchased a computer. I told you the non-current asset purchase will not be recorded in purchase book. It will record in general proper because you purchase a computer and you are not dealing in computer. This Mr. Khanna Garments is dealing in garments, not in computers. The computer won't be recorded over here. Okay? Here we record only the credit transaction and the transaction which are related to goods. Next is this voucher number they mentioned 180 from Jan Brothers. Means man, now you are purchasing from Jan Brothers. Okay? Now, when you purchase 70 pair of socks at the rate of 18 each, so 70 pair of socks at the rate of 180 each. Now, you purchase 70, at the rate of 18 each, not 180. So it's coming 70 multiplied by 18 is coming 1260, 1260, okay, or 1260. Next, from Jan Brothers, you purchase 90 skirts. 90 skirts, okay, at the rate of 130. You have to pay, you purchase 90 skirts, then the cost of one skirt is 130. So how much you have to pay for 90 skirts? You have to pay 90 multiplied 130 is coming 11,700. Okay, is coming 11,700. Now add them. It's 12960. Now चेक here 10% ट्रेड डिस्काउंट दिया है, हमें डीलर ने 10% का ट्रेड डिस्काउंट दिया है. ओके, वी राइट लेस 10% trade discount because trade discount never be shown in the books. It directly subtract. So we have to minus it, less 10% trade discount, and 10% of 12960 is 1296. Is it clear? 10% of 1260 is 1296. It means that we have to pay 11,664 to Jan Brothers. It's coming 11,664 to Jan Brothers. हमें 11,664 पे करना है Jan Brothers को. कैसे? We purchase socks which cost me 1260. We purchase 90 skirts which cost me 11,700. Total is coming 12,960. Now Jan Brothers ने हमें 10% का trade discount दिया है. Okay, it's coming. We have to pay 1164 because 1296 subtract हो गया. We get it as a trade discount. And I told you trade discount never be shown in the books. हमने जनरल एंट्री में भी शो नहीं करते. We directly subtracted. So here also we are directly subtracted. Okay, it's coming 11,664. Next transaction purchase on September 22nd. September 22nd is voucher number 261. Mention question. Purchase from Verma and Company. So we write here Verma and Company. Okay. Now what you purchase from Verma and Company? You purchase 65 t-shirts. Check your question. जो आपने क्वेश्चन लिखा चेक करिए. 65 t-shirts at the rate of 115 each, 115 each. You purchase 65 t-shirts at the rate of 115 each. So if you multiply 65 multiply by 115, it will become 7,475. 65 multiplied by 115. You purchase 65 t-shirt and the cost of one t-shirt is 115. It will make 7,475. Next you purchase 80 trousers. Now the cost of one trouser is 180. You purchase 80 trousers, okay, at the rate of 180 each. It means that if you multiply 80 into 180, आपने 80 trousers खरीदी, the cost of one trousers 180 is 180. It means you have to pay 14,400. टोटल कितना पे करना पड़ेगा? 14,400. Now add them. It's 5, 7, 8, 21,875. It means 21,875 you have to pay. It's coming 21,875. Okay. Now again, how much discount is here? We say वर्मा ने हमें कितना डिस्काउंट दिया? लेस ट्रेड डिस्काउंट 20%. Trade discount, or you can write 20% trade discount. Trade discount 20%. So what is the 20% of 21,875? If you take 20% of 21,875, आपने वर्मा को टोटल पे करना था 21,875, out of which Verma gives us 20% trade discount. It means he gives a discount of rupees 4,375. It's coming round over 4,375. It means we have to pay 17,500 to Verma. हमें टोटल कितना पैसा पे करना है? We have to pay 17,500 to Verma. Now, so it means that total purchase account, total purchase will be debited in the month of September. Total purchase account will be debited. Write debit for here. Add them. Okay, make double line because close in September. 13,800 plus 11,664 plus 17,500 is coming 42,964. 42,964 is a total purchase. That's your total purchase. I hope you understand this thing. It's coming 42,964. Now if we check the question again, okay, 12,960 minus 1,296 is coming 1,164. 7,475 minus 14,400, add 14,400 is coming 21,875. 4,375 is a trade discount. Lesser is a trade discount we are giving. We have to pay 17,500. Add them. It means total purchase in the month of September. हमने जो total garments purchase किए in the month of September is 42,964. That's how we make the purchase book. I hope you understand. ठीक है, what's how we make the purchase book. The same format is there for the sales book also. So same type of format. Instead of purchase book, we have to write sales book. Rest everything is same. Sales book भी ऐसी बनती है. तो please only remember two things. Only the credit sale and the transaction which are related to goods in nature. जिसमें आप डील करते हो. Only those transactions will be recorded under purchase and sales book. The transaction first thing is credit transaction. The transaction which take place on credit basis. Second thing is only the transaction which are related to goods. They have been recorded. The next I will teach you how to make sales book. I hope you understand what is the format. The format of all the books are same like this only. Instead of purchase book, you have to write sales book. Okay. Now this thing is clear to everyone. The same type of format is there in sales book also. Okay. Instead of we write here. Okay. If you cannot understand sales book, we can write not name of the supplier. We write same thing. We can write particular also. Okay, or simply we can write name of the, in purchase book we write name of the supplier, in sale book we can write name of the customer. Okay, we can write name of the customer. On say name of supplier you can write particular also, because particular means detail about the transactions. So I hope you understand the purchase book. Next I will teach you sales book, purchase book, sales book. So till then guys, work hard and take care.